Welcome to the first installment of Registered Student Organization Training at the University of North Georgia. This video was created by the Office of Student Involvement and is intended for RSO student leaders, RSO faculty and staff advisors, and anyone interested in the betterment of student organizations at the University of North Georgia. This video is designed to introduce you to foundational information about registered student organizations at the University of North Georgia. In this training, you will understand the purpose and philosophy of student organizations at the university, as well as the basic definition of a registered student organization. You will see a visual representation of the general structure of a registered student organization. You will learn how to register a new student organization, as well as how to renew the organization when the open enrollment period begins. Finally, you will learn the necessary information to include in your organization's constitution. A registered student organization, otherwise known as an RSO, contains a minimum of 4 students who share similar interests, activities, or goals, and have received recognition from the university as a registered student organization. Students can receive recognition by complying with all university requirements as outlined in the Student Organization Manual, which can be found on UNG Connect. In contrast to unrecognized student clubs, registered student organizations receive numerous benefits, including funding from the university, the right to reserve space on campus, and use of official University of North Georgia branding in any logos, publications, activities, and more. Common RSO categories include academic and honor organizations, publication and performance organizations, military organizations, cultural and international organizations, special interest organizations, religious organizations, sports organizations, leadership organizations, fraternity and sorority organizations, and service organizations. You can find a full list of all UNG RSOs on UNG Connect. The Office of Student Involvement believes that students gain more from their college experience by getting involved in the campus community, such as joining a registered student organization. This is our philosophy. RSOs serve the purpose of providing students with the opportunities for socialization, learning, and leadership development, such that they gain valuable skills like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and conflict resolution. Here you can see the general structure of a registered student organization. Executive leadership includes the president, vice president, treasurer, and reservation designee. Note that additional leadership positions can be created at the discretion of current RSO leadership. Potential organizations must have each executive leadership position filled in order to become registered with the university. Recall that a registered student organization consists of at least 4 members. Executive leadership are those 4 members. The RSO as a whole is advised by a faculty or staff member at UNG. Advisors cannot make executive decisions for the organization, nor can they dictate programs and services provided by the organization. The responsibilities of each role are defined in the constitution of each RSO. The Office of Student Involvement provides a brief outline of these responsibilities as a guide for student organizations. This can be found on page 6 of the Student Organization Manual in UNG Connect. If you want to register a new student organization at UNG, follow these steps. Step 1. Form a group of at least 4 students who share similar interests, activities, and goals. Step 2. Locate 1 faculty or staff member to serve as an advisor to your organization. When choosing an advisor, consider those who identify with the mission and goals of your organization. If you have difficulty finding an advisor or have any concerns related to your advisor, please do not hesitate to reach out to the Office of Student Involvement. Step 3. Identify 4 distinct members of your organization as president, vice president, treasurer, and reservation designee. Step 4. Before you proceed with the application process, we encourage you to meet with a member of the Office of Student Involvement. In doing so, we can help identify any issues, make recommendations, and inform your next steps. Step 5. Apply to register your organization in UNG Connect. Click Groups, All Groups, then Register New Student Organization. Finally, the Office of Student Involvement will review your application. If approved, the application will move to the Student Government Association for further approval. If approved by SGA, your organization is now officially registered at the University of North Georgia and is entitled to such benefits. If there is a hiccup during the approval process, the Office of Student Involvement will reach out to you with any concerns. All registered student organizations are required to renew their registration once a year during one of the open enrollment periods. Open enrollment occurs twice a year, once during the fall semester and once during the spring semester. If an RSO fails to renew their registration, they become inactive and forfeit all privileges. During annual renewal, several things must occur. RSOs must update their group page in Connect to reflect any changes in leadership, legislation, meeting times, or goals. RSO leaders must also complete the annual student organization training. Failure to do so will result in the loss of RSO privileges. All student organizations at the University of North Georgia are required to have a constitution. Updating your organization's constitution on an annual basis is one of the best ways to keep the operation of your group running smoothly. It allows current and potential members to understand the purpose of your group and how it operates. It provides a structure to aid future leaders of your organization to ensure that the group has continued success during transition. As you make proposed revisions to your group's constitution, please cross-reference your current language and ensure it includes all applicable items from our checklist. The items listed in the checklist are required in your constitution's language if it does not already exist. The items are as follows. Membership requirements. Here you will denote who is eligible to be a member of your organization. Role of the faculty or staff advisor. As mentioned previously, advisors cannot make executive decisions for your organization, nor can they dictate programs and services provided by your organization. As an organization, you get to decide the role of your advisor in such a way that supports student self-governance. Supremacy clause. Your organization must state that it will abide by all university, state, and federal laws and policies. Non-discrimination clause. Your organization must state that it will not discriminate against any students for any reason. Officer information. Your constitution should clearly outline the roles and responsibility of each member of leadership. In addition, you should outline how your organization plans to elect and remove leaders. Finances. Your organization must detail how it plans to manage its budget. The Constitution should be reviewed and updated during the open enrollment period. You can find a Constitution template on page 8 of the Student Organization Manual located in Connect. When making your revisions to your current Constitution, be sure to track changes as suggestions and be able to provide a sound rationale for each revision requested. Be sure to follow the bylaws that currently exist in your student group's constitution for the process of voting and approving all amendments to the group's constitution. Finally, please notify your group members and advisor of any changes and update your group's internal documentation and files in UNG Connect. Briefly note the essential difference between a revision and an amendment. A revision suggests fundamental change, while an amendment suggests a correction of detail. Generally, a student organization may not revise its original purpose, but may see a need to amend the language. Before you begin, you will need to ensure that you are editing the most up-to-date constitution for your student group on file with the Office of Student Involvement. If you do not have a copy of your constitution, please contact us via email at involvement@ung.edu. All of the information discussed in this video can be found in the Student Organization Manual in UNG Connect. Please reach out to the Office of Student Involvement with any questions.